How to build a retirement paycheck. Not. Listen, there is so much misinformation around this topic. You need a retirement paycheck, but I'm actually going to show you what most people tell you to do and why it's wrong. And that's all going to happen in the next 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Here we go. All right, retirement is not just about saving, it's about spending. Yeah, I'm the financial advisor that will tell you that you want to spend your money. Why did you save it all if you can't spend it? Well, you know what that starts with? Income. So when you watch and Google and do many things that big box retail firms want you to do, they'll talk to you about the bucket strategy. Well, I love the bucket strategy, but not the way Wall Street wants you to do it. They think of this, and this comes literally, I'm looking at this right off of what all the information that's published out there. I say all, there are a few people that do it right, but most big box firms, you need to have short-term cash, mid-term bonds, long-term stocks. And this is, quote, this helps you weather market drops without panic selling your growth assets. So wait a second. The idea they're telling you is coordinate all income streams. Social Security, pensions, IRAs, etc. They all need to be timed and taxed differently. They are. And a smart plan blends them to optimize. Set up monthly transfers from your investment accounts. This is what they're telling you to do, just like a paycheck. Holy smokes, that is the worst advice possible. Here's what they're telling you. Spend your cash. Use your bond money to refill the cash bucket. Use your long-term growth money to buy more bonds with when you're up. It's an absolute recipe for disaster because of something called sequence of returns. First off, if you're spending your cash, you're spending the money you've already paid tax on. Well, wait a second. If we believe taxes might go up in the future, why do we want to spend that right now? Maybe we should be preserving our cash. What about this? The bond part. Tell me how that worked out for people that tried to do that in 2022 when the bond market fell apart and it's not even back yet. But the bonds were supposed to be safe, Uncle Mark. They're not safe. They never were. Why? Because they're an investment, and all investments have one thing in common: risk. You've got to build a retirement paycheck that shows up in your mailbox every single month, and guess how long, if you're like me, you want it to last for? Until the last person in the relationship is gone? Exactly. You want it to come forever. What you want is what your grandfather had. You want a pension, and you want to fund it with your IRA dollars because you're going to have to spend them anyway. They're the money that's really not yours because of Uncle Sam. All this is possible when you get true income planning done. Be careful when it comes to proper income planning.